Well, after 60 years cloaked in secrecy, Australia's overseas spy agency has come in from the cold. During a speech in Canberra, the head of ASIS has given a rare insight into the organisation's operations. Nick Warner spoke publicly about the Australian Secret Intelligence Service for the first time, saying that even in the internet age, the craft of espionage is best done by people. Nada Gilmore reports from Canberra.
It is by necessity a shadowy business.
The way things have worked out, I'm the spy that came in with the cold.
Head of the country's most secret organisation, Nick Warner is the only ASIS member who can be publicly identified.
I think it's time to shed some light on the critical work being done by the men and women of the Australian Secret Intelligence Service and the unique contribution ASIS makes to our foreign policy and security.
It's a service so secret its very existence wasn't publicly declared for more than 20 years. ASIS operates out of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade in Canberra, independent of Australia's domestic spy agency ASIO, its equivalent to the UK's MI6 or the American CIA. Nick Warner took over as Director General 3 years ago and says ASIS is now at a pivotal point in its history.
Over the past decade, the changes have been particularly dramatic. The challenges of helping to prevent terrorist attacks and providing the intelligence edge to Australian soldiers in the field have impacted greatly on ASIS. Our work has gained a new urgency and importance.
ASIS agents are scattered across the globe in strategic locations, working under diplomatic cover to collect vital intelligence.
While in films and books, foreign intelligence work carries a reputation for mystique and maybe even glamour, the reality is that those who work for ASIS choose to do a complex and difficult job in secrecy, often facing tough environments and without public recognition.
He's confirmed they're working in collaboration with the Australian Federal Police to undermine people smuggling networks, and ASIS continues to direct significant resources to counter terrorism work.
As the reach of terrorism has spread, so has ASIS had to expand its collection capability to the Middle East, South Asia and to Africa.
Wars in Iraq and Afghanistan have also led to a new level of cooperation with defence.
It's difficult to see a situation in future where the ADF would deploy without ASIS alongside.
ASIS distributes thousands of intelligence reports every year. In the past decade, its annual budget has grown from just over $50 million to $250 million. Nick Warner's not underestimating the challenges ahead with rapidly changing technology and increased risk for officers. Cyber warfare is a new focus.
The field of cyber operations is one of the most rapidly evolving and potentially serious threats to our national security in the coming decade.
He says reform and restructure is underway, readying ASIS agents for a tough period.
ASIS's operational sphere will become more challenging, volatile and dangerous.
And for the most part, still secret. Nada Gilmore, Lateline.